Hello and happy holidays. And actually one in particular, Judith was asking, she said, last night you didn't say where the blue forest came from.
It comes from northwestern China.
Okay, hope that helps, Judith. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. A bunch of Lisas and Sam and everybody loves J. King jewelry.
Yeah, actually the blue forest, to tell you the truth, it's a funny story because we were on the way to a turquoise mine and we stopped at this little village, like a roadside, you could kind of call it a restaurant, whatever. And they had a statue, they had a Buddha made out of it.
Oh, really? And that's how you got the idea?
And I was just, we were talking and then it turned out that that came from the local area. And so that's how we tracked that down.
No kidding, isn't that interesting? Well, I want to hear the story on GoldColor. Speaking of turquoise and unique finds, that's exactly what we're bringing to you here. I didn't even realize it, but I popped in these earrings, these perfect little studs at the very beginning of the show. They're $44.98, and they're also available with 5 flex pays. So under the same item number, we're also featuring the gold matrix and the turquoise and the matching necklace. And just in highlighting the necklaces, I mentioned most of Jay's necklaces will come with that 2 3/4 inch extender in the back here. So gold colored matrix turquoise. Tell us a little bit about that, Jay.
Okay, this is golden matrix. This material comes from Chile. I can't say that I have an exclusive on it, but as far as I know, I'm the only person on planet Earth who actually possesses it, who's making it into jewelry. This is through our contact in Chile, who is our buyer in Chile that goes and routinely goes to the mines and buys for us. Because the way we work is we don't buy mine run. That's why the mines in Chile, you know, we can't claim an exclusive because there's a lot of the material I won't take, right? So what we do is we buy mine select. And the mine select is the higher grade materials. We pay a premium price for it, but that way we guarantee that we get all the good quality material, because that's really what we want. We don't want the low. We could get a much cheaper price, to be honest with you, but it's just, I've just learned over 40 plus years of doing this, it's just not the way to go. We only buy the best grade. This does not come from the traditional, all I can tell you is this, I know where it comes from, but I can't tell you. It comes from Chile. It does not come from the mountainous region where they mine all the other Chilean turquoises that you see from us. I believe this. I've been trying to get them to let me go down and film this and see if we can do it. I think that, I'm not sure. I can't positively tell you. I think this comes from an alluvial plain. I think it's in a kaolin deposit. All of these come in as nuggets, and they're not, the biggest thing with it is you got to design, you can see on Kenya here, like the earrings and stuff. It's really unusual to be able to do a necklace in this. We had to save up all the nuggets on this. It's not a big material. It's a smaller material. It is absolutely the coolest turquoise I've probably seen in forever. It is a beautiful blue. That's a natural blue. You can see there's like one that's more of a tealy or a greeny, but for the majority of it, 90+% of this is that beautiful robin's egg blue, but really what just sets it, makes it just out of this world, is it has truly a gold colored matrix. It's not gold, but it's gold color.
It's really cool.
It's not mustard, it's not a, like a rust color or a red color. It's the only turquoise I've ever said that has truly a gold matrix to it.
Because most matrices are a little bit darker, right? Like almost a brown.
And I have to tell you, this material is not cheap. And kind of, you know, what I've been, like I said, I have not been to this deposit yet. I'm trying to. But what we've been told and what I kind of gandered is, this is a village, it's a small deposit, they know about it, they're going in, they're starting to mine it, but it's just a kind of like a community thing that they're doing. I don't think that they have the claim yet.
Okay.
And I'm just assuming this. I don't think they have the claim. But this is something that if you're a turquoise collector, you might seriously want to consider this, because it won't be very long before before this hits the market, but you're never going to see a lot of it.
And not certainly at these prices, as you said. I mean,
no,
it's very expensive.
Well, it would be unusual for us to even do a necklace in this, mainly cabochons.
By the way, a lot of you are asking about the longer necklace. I love the longer necklace, what Kenya has on with this gold matrix. That's going to be coming up, so we'll give you that information in just a few moments. think you can layer your turquoise. Thank you, J. King. I mean, my goodness, at these great values. Now, want to talk about I just love this piece here. It's not even scheduled, I have to be honest with you, for a full presentation because it is that limited.